Our top focus now, a nation which shares close ties with Moscow. It's now decided to send air defense missile systems to Ukraine, for which Shivan has all the details. Over to you, Shivan.
Right. Thanks, Aim. There is a lot which is happening here, and politics is definitely at play, and it will make a difference both in Russia and the nation that we're talking about, which is Bulgaria. Bulgaria's parliament has decided to send S-300 air defense missile systems to Ukraine. Its first such shipment to Kyiv from a country bitterly divided over the issue. But the S-300 systems in question are over 30 years old. How much will they aid Ukraine here, and what kind of impact will this move have within Bulgaria, and how is Russia reacting to this? The Balkan nation is unable to repair these S-300s. That's the news which has come in. The country remains historically and culturally very close to Moscow and has been deeply divided over sending aid to Ukraine. Now, the war in Ukraine is testing Bulgarians' pro-Russia sentiment. Here's all you need to know about it. Let's start right off with what happened after World War II. Bulgaria became a satellite of the Soviet Union, but now it's a member of the European Union and NATO. Now, the country's pro-Russian president, Rumen Radev, criticized the government and the parliament alike for becoming what he called donors to foreign armies. The socialist opposition boycotted the vote, denouncing the decision as a national betrayal. The S-300 is a formidable air defense system, but Bulgaria's arsenal is aging. Bulgaria's chief of defense said some missiles were even dangerous to keep, since they had not passed maintenance tests in a while. Now, the S-300 is a formidable defense system, and it can take out air attacks. Now, the missiles are defective, that is what is being told, and can be used for Ukraine's air defense. Now, as mentioned earlier, the war is testing Bulgarians' pro-Russia sentiment. What is that all about? Most middle-aged Bulgarians studied Russian in school, understand the language, and some regular follow the news in the Russian media. They're very much affiliated with the Russian language and the entire culture there. Russians are our Slavic brothers is a common slogan in Bulgaria. Unlike in most other European countries, regular pro-Russian rallies have been held alongside pro-Ukrainian gatherings. They have resulted in standoffs as well near a communist-era Soviet army monument in the capital of Sofia, as both camps call each other fascists. Now, the European Union's poorest nation has long banked on Russian imports and investments, especially on gas, which Moscow cut off last year. Now, let's analyze what makes the S-300 air defense system so lethal, even though it is dated. The S-300 is a family of surface-to-air missiles originally developed by the Soviet Union. It was first put into operation in the late 1970s after a decade of development. S-300 missiles are intended to shoot down aircraft. It can shoot down drones and cruise and ballistic missiles as well. It has been in use in Russia since several decades. Full S-300 launchers include detection radars that track incoming targets as well. Now, the S-300, of course, has more versions as well, which is the S-400, which came after the S-500. But right now, we're, of course, sticking with the S-300. Missiles are equipped with guidance systems to automatically latch on to targets. There are several versions of the S-300 rocket with different technical capabilities and ranges. Now, the maximum range of the standard missile is 150 kilometers for the S-300, and it is definitely mobile as well, as you can see here on the screen. The S-300 warheads weigh anywhere between 133 to 143 kilograms. And lastly, several individual missiles can be fired simultaneously at multiple targets. So the S-300 in Ukraine's hands, even though they are dated, can spell major danger for the Russian forces. But Russia is equally equipped with its S-300, S-400, S-500 as well, and so much more that they have not revealed. We will, of course, track all the developments coming in from the Ukraine-Russia front. And now exactly all of that is happening in Bulgaria as well, right here on World DNA.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.